Ichabod, the glory is departed. It was pronounced when the Philistines invaded Israel and took the Ark of the Covenant. 1 Samuel 4:17-22. The Ark of the Covenant was associated with the presence of God. Above the Ark, God produced a pillar of clouds by day and a pillar of fire by night. It was called the Shekinah glory, or God's dwelling with Israel. The Shekinah was a visible sign of God's presence. The Shekinah led the nation of Israel out of its captivity in Egypt. Exodus 13:21. It dwelled in the tabernacle and then in the temple in Jerusalem. God's pillar hasn't dwelt in Jerusalem for a very long time, but the Shekinah glory is scheduled to reappear. During the Tribulation, Jerusalem will be overrun by the armies of Israel's enemies. Many Jews will flee for their lives only to be captured. A few faithful Jews will remain in Jerusalem. They will be Israel's last stronghold and a symbol of hope for every Jew. Isaiah 30:17. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as an ensign on a hill. A small band of Jews who trust in God will be held up on Mount Zion in Jerusalem. When the land of Israel is decimated, and it looks like all hope is lost, their God will deliver them. Azu himself will return and save the residue of Jerusalem. Ezu will save Judea first, Zechariah 12:7, and then he will save Jerusalem. After that, he will turn northward to the land of Israel. When Ezu returns, he will place a beacon on Mount Zion in Jerusalem. His Shekinah glory will shine there again. God's Shekinah beacon, this time in person, will accomplish several things. First, it will give hope to the Jews who are waiting for God on Mount Zion in Jerusalem. Psalm 63:5. Thou hast showed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. 4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah. 5. That thy beloved may be delivered. Save with thy right hand and hear me. Second, the Shekinah pillar will give courage to the men of Judea in battle. Zechariah 12:5-6. And the governors of Judah shall say in their heart, the inhabitants of Jerusalem shall be my strength in the Lord of hosts their God. 6. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like a hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in a sheaf. They shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand and the left, and Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. Zechariah 10:3-5. Mine anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For the Lord of hosts hath visited his flock the house of Judah, and hath made them as his goodly horse in the battle. 4. Out of him came forth the corner, out of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. 5. And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle, and they shall fight, because the Lord is with them, and the riders on horses shall be confounded. Third, the Shekinah glory will scare the pants off the anti-Messiah and his captains. Isaiah 31:8-9. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword, not of a mean man, shall devour him. But he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. 9. And he shall pass over to his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the Lord, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace in Jerusalem. Next, Iazu and the Shekinah glory of God will bring Jewish refugees back to their land from the four corners of the earth. Isaiah 11:10-12. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. People of all nations will carry Jewish refugees back to Israel. They will follow God's Shekinah in Jerusalem. Isaiah 49:22. Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. The return of the Shekinah glory of God to Jerusalem will safeguard its inhabitants. Isaiah 4:3-5. And it shall come to pass, that he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment, and by the spirit of burning. 5. And the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, and upon her assemblies, a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of a flaming fire by night, for upon all the glory shall be a defense. Matthew 1:23. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is interpreted as God with us. The glory is returned. Emmanuel, God is with us at last.
Holy One, blessed be, hold a place, set for me, a throne unique to my own. I don't wanna be alone. Suddenly you came to me, open my eyes and showed me beauty. Never thought I'd find you truly. Tell me you're lighting through me. I'm in awe, yeah, I'm my own. I'm in awe, your grace is so. I'll be there with you through it all. I'm in awe, I give you my all, even when the sun falls. I'm in awe, you're all I see, your destiny. I'm in awe. Even after all that I've gone through, pain and suffering, waiting on a dream that's worth for me apart, scene by scene. I give you everything. If you take me from this dream, without you I'm nothing. I'm in awe, yeah, I'm my own. I'm in awe, your grace is so. I'll be there with you through it all. I'm in awe, I give you my all, even when the sun falls. I'm in awe, you're all I see, your destiny. I'm in awe, I can feel you all around me, the truth of your words surround me. When I look into your eyes, you're the one emanating time. You lead me to words I'm paralyzed. You're all I see, your destiny. Without you I'm nothing. I'd give anything. Set me free. I'm in You're all I see. Your testimony.